Does your commute look like this? You're not alone, as Brisbane chokes under the weight of population growth and severe lack of infrastructure. Scenes like this are being played out day after day across the city. As the public transport system crumbles and the streets grind to a halt, it's no surprise many of us are looking for alternatives. For some, cycling is the way.
Basically, if you're riding a bike along the river, the wind in your hair, smelling the flowers, that's a great way to start the day. Sitting in a car in a traffic jam is a lousy way to start the day.
Well, I started riding as a fitness thing. Then I realised that I could ride it into uni because the trains were getting quite packed. So yeah, it's now to the point where I can get into uni quicker than I can on the train.
It saves me money on fuel, money on my car, keeps me in some sort of degree of fitness as well, and you get to work and you feel great.
No question about it, cycling's a great way to get to work. But while Brisbane is blessed with a myriad of quality bike tracks for recreational use, the chances are if you're commuting, it can be a frustrating and dangerous experience.
There's some spots around the city there, the cars are only missing you by, a few centimetres basically.
Idiots in large cars trying to merge into you without really looking where they're going. People talking on mobile phones, turning in front of you. There's hardly anything on the north side that you would commute on. I mean, there's this little stretch here at Albion, runs for maybe 1.5 kilometres, dumps you out on a major road that you've got to cross. It's really lacking.
Clearly, the EDWA had not taken this into account when they released their No Excuses bicycle commuter map. All good and well if you live on the river, but most of us don't. How about if you live here, or here, or here? Your morning cycle would look like this. No excuses? I can think of a few. So what do we need to get people out of their cars and riding to work?
For starters, bike lanes in the CBD so that once you're actually in there you can get to where you need to be without being hit by a bus. Dedicated bike corridors running near the major arterial roads. Making sure all the bikeways are linked up with a bike path rather than having to get off, cross a major road, ride down some side streets to get to the next one.
A revolution would be that we use existing infrastructure better, and that might even be that we look at things like speed limits. Now, the city of Brisbane is already doing that. It's going to bring the inner city speed limit of CBD down to 40k.
So things are being improved, but it's going to take some time. In the meantime, you shouldn't be put off. Cycling's a great way to get to work. You'll be fit, you'll have more money in the bank, you'll save the environment. So what do you need to get started?
You can do it on the most basic bike that you might drag out from under the house. Just simply get it serviced at a bike shop, or if you've got the skills yourself, give it a good once over, make sure that the brakes are safe and that the gears are running smoothly, that the tyres are well inflated, and away you go essentially.